Greetings, guys. Today we'll discuss Kaliningrad and its strategic importance and its geopolitical importance. It's so interesting. Let's get right into it. So just start talking about the basic geography and the history of Kaliningrad. Kaliningrad was called Königsberg. It was a German city. It has roughly around 474,000 inhabitants. It's the most western part of Russia. It's in the Kaliningrad Oblast province, and it's a very important strategic location for the Russian military. On the right side, you can see a picture of where Kaliningrad is located. It's between Lithuania and Poland. Sweden is also very close by. Belarus is close by. Germany is close by. The UK is close by. Well, it's just the perfect strategic province. It was a part of Lithuania when the UdSSR was still around, but when the UdSSR split up, Russia kept Kaliningrad Oblast. So, Kaliningrad poses a huge nuclear threat to the neighboring NATO countries and to all NATO countries because it's pretty damn good located. So, what do we find on Kaliningrad? We find Iskander missiles, which Russia claims that they are pretty effective, carry nuclear weapons and are also hypersonic, but the reality is, as we've seen in the Russo-Ukraine war, that the Iskander missiles aren't as precise as Russia claimed. What is also found on Kaliningrad bases is the Tu-22M, which is a strategic heavy bomber of the Russian Air Force. It can carry nuclear weapons and also the close proximity to many NATO capitals. About the Tu-22M, it can carry a lot of glide missiles, bombs, but the effectiveness is yet to be seen because all of the NATO forces, especially Poland, has put many Patriot sites near Kaliningrad, so if they take off, they will get probably shot down. So the effectiveness is doubted. Also with the Iskander missiles, how effective are they? Because they're pretty close to NATO SAM sites and AAA sites, so it has to be seen in a real conflict. So this here shows the visible Russian army and air force locations near Kaliningrad. I'm going to show you later a bigger and better version of where everything is located so you have a better view. So let's get right into it. On this big airstrip that you saw, you can see Sukhoi. I'm not sure which one this is. It's either a 27 or a 35. This is surely not a 30 because it doesn't have these flaperons. We can see, like I said, the Tu-22Ms, and we can see around 4 M24 or Mi-24 or Mi-35 Heinz there. And if you look closely above the Mi-24s, you can see Ki-27s, which are anti-submarine helicopters, which drop bombs against submarines. As you can see on this big base, there is a huge landing strip full of, let's say, Su-27s and Su-35s. And also up there in the right corner, you can see a bunch of other aircrafts as well, presumably Sukhoi models. So you may ask, what's guarding these whole army and air force complexes? These are S-300s and probably S-400s as well. They are guarding Kaliningrad Oblast, but the effectiveness is questioned because Russia claimed that S-300 systems and S-400 systems, especially the S-400 systems, are pretty unbeatable, but the reality showed that they cannot stop much of anything. Then probably they're good against some things, but especially these HIMARS missiles, as you can see in Ukraine, they destroyed a lot of army depots, so The S-300s and probably S-400s failed to shoot down rocket artillery, so the effectiveness of the S-300 and S-400s is pretty questionable. This is for a better look of the Russian forces in Kaliningrad Oblast. This is a much more detailed and much better map. As you can see, the missile brigade is kind of in the center, and next to the Kaliningrad city there are a lot of military structures and a lot of military complexes. As you can see at Gavardiesk, there is the HQ for the Baltic Fleet, and at the Chkalovsk airbase, which we look at, there is basically all of the Russian aviation. Let's conclude what we learned today. So in conclusion, Kaliningrad is easy to protect. Also, it has no real value, so even if it gets lost, it doesn't pose of any value to the Russian Federation because not many people are living there, and also it's not anywhere near Russia proper. It's a big problem for the NATO forces because we do not know and what to expect, when to expect an attack, but we can possibly, see an attack coming from miles away because it's just a little small area. It has a close proximity to many NATO capitals, which makes them vulnerable to Russia's nuclear threats, submarines, and their Baltic fleet. The effectiveness is yet questionable because, as we discussed, Russia likes to upplay their systems. Their air force isn't as strong as they claimed, their planes aren't as strong as they claimed, their missile defense systems aren't as strong as they claimed. So the real Russian strength we do simply not know, so the effectiveness is questionable. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comment them down below. If you have any corrections, comment them down below. And if you have a complete thread, I will pin your comment. And thank you for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a dislike if you didn't. And I would like if you could tell me why you didn't like the video. This would be a great help for this channel. Thank you. See you next time on Thoughts of Mine.